Hey, it's Thorn. This is just a quick update about what I'm doing with my channel and my life and my dreams of becoming a crochet pattern business owner type person. And there's a lot, so I probably won't remember all of it, but strap in and let's have some updates. First, non crochet update, because, like many of you probably, I love coffee and coffee mugs. A very good friend from, well, not from, but they live in the Netherlands currently. They sent me a bunch of cool stuff just randomly, and I am so grateful. And one of the things is this Anne Stokes mug with a dragon on it. This is the Wheel of the Year Yule mug. It's so beautiful. And considering I'm a devotee of Gwyn, who for me is the Winter King, it's perfect. Also for me, he has dragon vibes. So, also in the package, sorry if this is backwards for you, but it says, this coaster says, "Let's ride the big rainbow to Gayland." And I'm like, yeah, it's Pride. Let's do it. Speaking of rainbows, I can finally show you my Pride mesh crop top, which I was a pattern tester for. The pattern's out now. It's a pattern by Altnuts. So I'll link that down below. I think I do know where the link to the pattern would be now, because she's moving her patterns to Ribbler, which is one of my updates. I'm also on Ribbler. I'm starting to open my crochet pattern store there. Still on Etsy, and I'm on other places. But anyway, this is made with Lion Shawl and a Ball, Lion Brand, and it's their Prism colorway, I think, and it's just really sparkly and rainbow. And you might have seen it on the Instagram live that I did a few days ago. Thank you so much if you were there, or if you tuned in afterwards. I really appreciate it, as I'm just like getting started. All the support that I'm getting from people just means a lot to me, so thank you. But anyway, I was wearing it over a shirt then. But I decided that I'm brave enough now to do what I really want to do, which is just wear it. Like, since I've had top surgery, there's nothing I have to hide anymore, which is, it's great. So this will be a fun summer gay fey sparkly thing to wear. Yeah. Right, updates. I'm going to open my to-do list so I can remind myself what I'm doing. What have I done the past several weeks? Like, I'm very tired right now. I may not seem it, but that's why I don't even have my microphone set up, because luckily my phone has a pretty good microphone internally. I hope this isn't the one time it fails, but probably not. Anyway, let's see, what am I doing? I have a section in my to-do list called Near Future. Just all the things that are in my head that I want to keep in mind that I'm going to be doing. So, update video for Thornwing Crochet. I'm doing that now. I'm working on the legal business paperwork, like getting what's called a fictitious business name. It's a weird term for it, but that means that you're getting your business, it becomes an official legal entity. Then you can get a business bank account and stuff. It's not that I can't do business as an individual, but at some point, since I want to grow, I'm going to need a business, which is kind of a separate thing. I barely understand. I mean, I understand it enough to do it, but not really to explain it. So anyway, I'm working on that. And the funny thing is, since the legal name can be anything that you want, like the government doesn't care as long as it's not taken, as as far as I can tell anyway. I decided to go ahead and make my legal name, my legal business name, Thirst Pixels, which is my Etsy shop. But for a while, I was thinking, well, should I have a more broad legal corporation type of name? But I kind of like the idea of it being Thirst Pixels because it's like, ah, yes, official horny business, because that's what the thirst and Thirst Pixel means. Because you've seen my charts, right? Anyway, I'm trying to decide which things are worth talking about and which are still like, well, I might do this in the future or it's in progress. I'm trying to be more active on Instagram, and I updated my bio and profile picture. I'm making sure to do my weekly bookkeeping, which is right now it's just very simple, just writing down some numbers in my Evernote app. I was trying to see if I could do it with Asana or like a different organizational software type thing, but I realized I don't really have the spoons to learn a new thing right now. I have to do what I know, because learning something, it's actually really hard when you don't know a system. Like learning it, it's kind of like if you don't know Photoshop, even if you're good at graphic design, it takes a while to learn it. I don't know Photoshop. I use GIMP or GNU 2.0. I forget what the exact name is, but it's the open source one, and they're great. I love them. I've been using them for years, but they're the software that I know, and I don't know necessarily other software. So I was kind of approaching various tasks on my to-do list like that. For example, I was trying to make a website with Webflow. Someone said that could be something that could be like a VA service I could offer if I learned Webflow, because learning JavaScript and HTML is on my to-do list, although right now that's not something I'm focusing on because I have so much going on. So the idea is that if I learned that as well as other website building techniques, that's a service I can offer as a supplementary stream of income, and I'd still like to do that, but I realized, wow, right now that's too much learning. I just need a website. Then I went to a simpler website builder, and even that felt too complicated for me right now. Plus my computer wasn't loading the pages very well, so I was like, you know what? I've had a free WordPress blog for years because I've been blogging about my pagan stuff. That's in my link tree. My Starstruck Awinid blog. If you want to know more about my journey with my Patron God and other pagan witchy stuff. I know how to set a free WordPress blog up. I would love to have a paid one so I can use my domain name, which I bought, but I'm trying not to make any more purchases until I actually start getting income. So for right now, I am practicing being a crochet business blogger type person with that free blog. I'm currently offering some cool free Pride related stuff, like I have my space themed stickers, which are not my usual pixel art charts, but they're also kind of the general type of thing that I do. So check those out if you would like. Here's an example of some of them on the screen. Then I've also started offering versions of my crochet chart pixel arts for free on my blog, because apparently a really a really powerful thing that you can do is say, okay, here's a free version, but you can get a better version if you pay for it. but it is free. That's fine. I'm like, ooh, I have more tools now. Like learning this whole business thing is it's so fun. And so I put my first free pattern up, and it's my Prismatic Galaxy Rainbow Pride one, which is one of my newest ones. I think it is the newest design that I've done in my usual pixel art style. Here it is, with the appropriate censoring. But the version on the blog is uncensored, so that you can, crochet the whole thing if you want to. Let's see, I mentioned I'm opening a Ribbler shop. One of the lines of stickers that I've created is on my Redbubble, which I've had for a while, but I just hadn't done much with it. So it has some of the pixel art, and then also this new line of space-themed Pride stickers. I'm calling them Sparkly Space Pride. All of my stickers are also on my Etsy as printable PNGs, so we have options. And I also started a Pinterest, because I figure, actually, I learned from these videos by one of my new favorite people to get in the info from, May Arroyo. I'm not sure if I'm saying her name right. She has a lot of really cool videos about how to navigate all of these print on demand websites. So she had one where she was looking at the analytics of a bunch of different websites, and she and the viewers found out that a lot of people come from Pinterest, some of the sites that I'm on. So I was like, oh, okay, so I could do some Pinterest boards just showing my designs, and then having links to where people could find out more or buy them if they want to. And then I got an even better idea yesterday. Evelyn from Pink Sheep did a live on how to start a crochet blog, which was perfect timing because I just started a crochet blog. And she said that people on Pinterest tend to be looking for free things, which I'm not saying that's bad. Like, when I'm on Pinterest, I want free things too. So it's better if you link them to the free version of the pattern, and then if they want to, they can pay for the version that like has more pictures or doesn't have ads or something like that. So I feel like I'm building my web. Like, it feels very magical and witchy. And I should clarify, I have very positive connotations of spiders and weaving and webs, so it's not meant as anything. I certainly don't want to be manipulative. It can certainly feel weird when I'm trying to be my genuine self, but also I know that I need to behave in certain ways that aren't really different, aren't that different from my genuine self, but it's just like you have different faces sometimes, if that makes sense. I think it feels weirder maybe as an autistic person. I also stutter, so yeah. But yeah, I am trying to be as sincere as I can, because I know that that's what's sustainable and happy for me. So anyway, let's see, what else am I doing? Oh yeah, I set up an email list on my blog, which has an automatic email with the freebie that people can get, which is one of my older pixel art designs that says trans pagan and has a an, a night sky with moon and stars. I figure I know so many trans pagans that might resonate with people. So, but it was a lot of work to set that up, especially since I don't have the paid version of WordPress, which lets you do plugins. So I had to set up a button with a link to my landing page in ConvertKit, which is what I use for the mailing list. I think that's about all the business stuff I've been doing. I've been having a lot of fun with Canva. I paid for the pro version, and it's just so fun to make things, whether it's with my own designs or other graphics and stuff that are on the site. It's especially fun to use Canva to make mock-ups for my stickers, and I'm wondering if I can do that with my crochet patterns too, because the pictures that I currently have for them are not that great, so I'm gonna have to look at what other people do for crochet charts that they haven't worked up yet, because like I have, I think, over 50 crochet charts. I can't physically work up every single one of them, but that means I don't have finished objects to share. So that is why I tell people, if you work up any of my charts and you want to send me pictures of them to use in my shop, like I'm happy to like talk about a discount code or anything like that, because that, I mean, if you want to do that, that is hugely helpful, but no pressure either way. So right, I'm planning to do more tutorials here on this channel, but that's gonna have to wait till after my sister's wedding, which is next week. So I may be a bit sparse, or I may, depending on how it goes, you might see more of me, because I might need a break from certain things, but also I will probably be more busy for the next little bit. What other updates? I had dental surgery a couple of weeks ago, and I'm doing much better. I'm glad that I got this issue taken care of. It was actually a really good experience, like almost the best dental appointment I've had, which you wouldn't expect, but so. And I've been doing some witchy pagan stuff too, because that's the other part of my life aside from crochet. You can find out more about that through my link tree, either the Starstruck Awanith blog or the Midnight Ballroom podcast channel here on YouTube, where I talk more about pagan stuff. Speaking of crochet, I haven't been crocheting a lot lately because I've just been so busy, but I have been working on this modern wild hunt pattern. I just did row 11 out of 110, so it'll be a while, but happy to see Gwyn's face working up. Well, currently it's just his chest with, that's going to be a dragon tattoo. I think at least one of his nipples is done, and these are male presenting nipples, so it's fine. I think it's that one. This is accidentally the Ace Pride colors, which is great, but it's funny to me because I'm not Ace, and I experience, well, my relationship with him is not a relationship between two Ace people. I'll just put it that way. I'm not saying that the way I experienced the way I experience a god will be the gender and sexuality that they'll have for everyone. Just for me, it's anyway. So I'll end with one last cool thing that my friend sent me. I don't know who this is or who drew it, but I opened the card that this was in, and I was like, oh, that's definitely for me. I recognized it as a sign from one of the deities that I am close to. One of the names I know her by is Inanna, and this is how she mostly appears to me, or it's pretty close. So I was just like, it's like in Phineas and Ferb when they see Perry the platypus, they're like, "Oh, there you are, Perry." I was like, "Oh, oh, there you are, Inanna." And this friend is also pagan, so I knew that they would appreciate all these little coincidences that are one of the ways that we experience our gods talking to us. So, anyway, thanks so much for stopping by for this quick update night. Date night? No, update night. I did not plan that. But anyway, I'm going to let you go. Have a good night, and I'll see you next time. Names I don't